Are you ready? It's time for the Beastcast.
Welcome to the Joe and Lee's. No, welcome to the Beastcast, episode 45? Wow. Episode 45. I am here with Raven Bones. Raven is absolutely blasted off a stack today. No, we were just talking about emails, and we were talking about email addresses, and how we have emails from 2006. I do not, but I do have emails from 2015. Actually, can I go that far back? How can you just go back to like the very first email you have saved? Is that possible? Can I like mass go back? 53,991, bro. I can't get back there, bro.
Sure you can. Hit the button to sort it by date.
Oldest. You're right. Okay, no, I must have. Okay, 2018. In 2018, I must have wiped my drive. Okay. Sweden Ops just went live. Lieutenant Zonda, Zombie Barricades is live. Your Steam gift has been accepted. Golf with your friends is crazy. Oh my god. Golf with your friends, man. This is a weird time. And Kyra, dude. Oh my god, bro. Man, this shows what I used to be, bro. I used to be a very, very terrible person. Shamrock on. It doesn't even work anymore, dude. Their website's done. Man. This is tragic. Dude. Raven, what's the oldest email you can find?
Oh, let's see. Let's go to mine. Let me do the whole filter. (2016).
Ooh. What was it?
And it's an IMDb message board reply back when they allowed you to write your own review or have forms for each movie.
Yeah. Quora moderation blocked you from editing on Quora for this reason. Blocking from editing due to unverified name. Names that don't have doctor or miss. Okay, whatever. That's funny. Dude, no, dude, my email, I'm looking through this shit right now. Oh my gosh, TV, bro. They used to do these, and everybody used to love these. Haunted prison tunnel at 3 a.m. Something happened. My god, dude. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe this shit got millions of views, bro? How many views did this one get? 654,000 views. God, look at this fucking guy. What a fucking bitch, bro. No, I don't wish bad things upon anybody else, but I do.
You know, dude, you're funny.
What do you mean you're funny? Don't you're funny me.
I wonder what my oldest Gmail is then.
Dude, open beta 68 email, bro. Are you kidding me? What's your oldest email in?
In Gmail.
Oh. I want to go to my other accounts, but I don't have them on here.
Like, how do I sort this? I'm not seeing the button like on.
Dude, even official artist channel doesn't even exist anymore. On which one? On what?
On Gmail. How do you sort this?
What do you mean? You click up here and you click oldest.
Hold on. Fuck. Where? Oh,
click
okay.
here and click oldest.
Okay, cool.
New device was signed.
From 2009.
Whoa! What was it? Read us email.
It it was a confirmation on one of those websites I used to be on where you could get points to get free stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
The oldest scams in the book. Yeah, I was signing up to all of them. Points to shop.
Dude, Epic Games. This was when my account got fucked. Hi, Epic. So me and my friends hate the slurp juice, but we always think of cool stuff to add. But I have a good idea. Yeah. I was giving them ideas. I was like, yeah. Dude, wait, new comment on Nani? I heart? Why did you change name? I didn't change my name. Who said I changed my name? Come on now. Get out of here. I can't believe it still has like all of this stuff though. Like exactly how it was, you know? Like this was 5 fucking years ago. 6 years ago. This will be 6 years, dude. Turn in your tax refund into an epic upgrade. Thanks, Origin PC. Jesus. My God. The fuck. But yeah, no, we got some interesting stuff other than emails. I think emails are interesting though, because like you should, like, I know like a lot of people don't think about this, but like what is your oldest email, right? Like what is the oldest email you have? Like that is the first thing you ever have seen in your life, right? So it is kind of interesting. Because
I wonder what's on my Yahoo one then, since that came before my Gmail.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Maybe Yahoo doesn't have a support for that anymore, but does Yahoo even have still like an email thing that you can do?
Yeah.
Like look at really weird. Yahoo Mail is always weird. My grandma always told me, she was like, don't make a Gmail. I was like, why? What's the problem with having a Gmail? She goes, it just looks unprofessional. I said, what? Unprofessional? Yeah, maybe in 2009. It's fucking 20. It
Roasted.
Was like, when she said that, it was like 2017. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, first off, I already have like 3 Gmails. And second off, I ain't going to fucking Yahoo. I ain't going to fucking AOL. I don't even think you can make an AOL address anymore.
Oh, it looks like I can't do it because it took away all 300,000 emails and now I only have 250.
Oh, man.
Man,
Yeah.
that was about almost 20 years of collecting emails. You can't do that to me.
Yeah, Yahoo, what the fuck? Why are you doing that? Yeah,
At least I'm professional, unlike this dude.
Yeah, fuck off. Fucking Yahoo, dude. Somebody looks at you with a Yahoo fucking email and they're like, oh, this guy's old. Like nobody with a Yahoo email. Like you're gonna go into your job interview, they're gonna be like, Raven, you are fucking great. Like you are amazing. This is the perfect job for you. You know, $200,000 with benefits, you know, dental care, everything. And you're like, thanks, you know, I really appreciate it. This is gonna be so great. I'm so excited to work here. And they go, just one thing, just one burning question. I couldn't help but notice that you signed up on Indeed with a Yahoo email. And then you just like walk out. And he goes, yeah, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, please. Thanks.
Well, it's not my main email.
Good.
No, that's my Hotmail. Hotmail's my main one.
Okay, that's even worse, dude.
No, it's not. Bro, Outlook is awesome.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I would not hire somebody with a Hotmail email. And now you can sue me legally for saying that.
It's okay, Google.
That's segregation.
Drone.
That is literally segregation. I'm segregating you because you use a certain email.
That's hot.
No, I'm not a Google drone. I just fucking think Gmail's like
Google drone.
Why would you use Outlook, bro?
Because it's the best.
Dude, I had Outlook for my first college, bro. Oh my god. No. That ticked me off so bad. I hate the little message notification that it does. Ugh. Like, Google's chill. Google knows what's up, right? Like, Google's like, I don't even need to send you a message notification sound. You don't even need it. Because, you know, people who use Gmail are so respected, they always check their email. So. Okay, let's move on to something a little more criminal. Actually, no, I shouldn't say criminal. We're not doing anything illegal. Criminal. We're not doing anything illegal. I think the thing that is criminal is people's opinions. That's my head smashing against the fucking desk. I personally think, and I'm being wholehearted when I say this, I think people who are science fiction fans need to rethink their life choices and maybe go to Home Depot. You know what to do at Home Depot. Because here's the problem, okay? You guys have the worst fucking opinions I've ever seen of any person to ever exist. I am ticked. I am so mad. Raven has been hearing my fucking rants on fucking Discord for the past, like, week. And I am so fucking over it. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Science fiction fans, we're more divided than the goddamn political system in the United States. I swear to God. Like, this is a fucking joke, man. So, this is Dune slander, okay? This is Dune slander. No, it's not actually real Dune slander, but I will say this, I will say this with a grain of salt here, okay? I will be shitting on Dune. Now, before you go to the comments and go, fucking retard, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking doesn't know anything about it. Listen, Linda. I love Dune, and I love Dune 2, okay? But because I love Dune and Dune 2, that doesn't mean, and this is for all science fiction fans, get out your notebooks. Class has started, okay? Get out your notebooks. I got an hour slideshow for you. No. This means if I like Dune and Dune 2, okay, science fiction fans, stay with me. I don't then not like Star Wars. I don't have to shit on Star Wars. If I like Dune and Dune 2, I don't have to shit on Star Wars. I know it's impossible to think like, whoa, how is that possible? Like, it's paradoxical, right? Because I can't like two things at once. It's not possible. I have to like one thing and hate another thing.
Edgy guy over here.
Listen. Okay? Yeah, I am fucking edgy. I am edgy apparently because I'm the only one who fucking thinks that I can like more than one thing. Why can I Why, because I like one thing, I can't like the other? Tell me. Give me a good reason. Why is it?
Because human brain small, only like one thing. You cannot like two rocks.
If you like more than one rock, what if the other rock wins too? So then, like, you get a double win. Because, like, think about it. If in this situation, both can win. In a sports situation, you know, let's say your team loses. Well, I have another team. In the rock situation, when I throw the rock, the one rock might not kill him, but then the second rock does. And I go, yes, rock love. But with this situation, it's kind of like the stock market, right? In theory, everybody can win. Okay? And I don't give a fuck what directors say, and I don't give a flying F what authors say about this, and because I know that there has been some very strong opinions about Star Wars, specifically from the Dune author, and I appreciate his concern, but also, I think it's interesting to point out that Dune, for the longest time, did not have a good film adaptation. You can argue Dune 1984, but the thing about Dune 1984 is even people at the time knew that it was not living up to the standard of what it should have been. Okay. And that's why Star Wars was even popular in the first place. Was because what made Star Wars popular? Raven, what made Star Wars popular? Come on, give it to me. What made Star Wars popular? Darth Vader. That's a good one. What else?
Space.
That's another one. Big one. Huge.
Lightsabers.
VFX. Visual effects. Star Wars was, for the budget it had, absolutely absurdly good looking. It looked amazing for 1977. Okay? Now, there you go. You can have that one, Dune fans. No, I'm kidding. I'm with you. I'm with you, Dune fans. I really am. Because I love Dune, and I think the new Dune movies are fucking amazing, and I think they're some of the greatest films ever. The thing is, okay, I'm going to bring up the Dune novel right now, okay? I'm going to bring up Dune. So the Dune novel came out in 1965, okay? Frank Herbert, the author, okay? Okay? So, the thing is, that I think is interesting, okay, is I would argue, and this is for you, Raven, this is why I've been saying you need to watch these movies and or read these books, Raven, because Frank Herbert is literally to sci-fi what Tolkien is to fantasy, right? Now, I'm not saying in the sense that Tolkien completely made a bunch of new stuff, because basically everything Frank Herbert made is not new, like Tolkien did. I'm saying the level of writing and where it's deemed, because there is no Star Wars novel series. So Dune is in its own category, I feel like, because Dune is a novel, and it's kind of like Lord of the Rings, right? Like, you can look at it two ways. You can look at, oh, the movies are good. Oh, I love the novels and the movies. And then there's a lot of people that go, I love the books, but the movies I just could not get behind. And that's okay, you know? But that's the same thing with Dune, I feel like. I feel like a lot of people don't get behind the Dune movies because they're very hard to understand, right? And before Dune fans, before we go, that's because you're small brain, you don't know anything. You know nothing about the craft of perfect performances. Okay, before we go berserk, can you blame them? I mean, Dune is a very difficult novel to understand, let alone a movie, and the movie is very difficult to understand. And it's also slow. But I think the thing that's interesting is that doesn't mean that anybody who doesn't like it, we just go gun-ho ballistic on them. Like, every single person I have seen that has said, I don't like the Dune movie, has been basically barraged. I'm talking fucking barraged by probably just movie fans in general, because this is a very big movie. And they're getting shit on. Like, you're so fucking low IQ. This is why George Lucas made Star Wars, was for you little kids at the kids' table. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I guess I didn't know this, but I guess a lot of movie fans think that the Star Wars movies are stupid, which to them I say go fuck yourself, because I don't know why you would. I mean, that is like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, what is the reasoning for not liking Star Wars? Oh, well, you know, Star Wars is just so cliche. I hate that word too, by the way. I remember when somebody in our server, I don't remember who it was, I think it was probably Smoke, funny enough, fucking called James Bond cliche. And James Bond is quite cliche, but that word pisses me off. Because what gives you the right to call something cliche? Especially James Bond, when James Bond is actively cliche and it knows it's cliche. So, what gives you the right to say something's cliche? Because the thing about movies and TV shows is damn near everything's cliche. Damn near that's such a dumb argument on why you wouldn't like something. That ticks me off like so bad. But anyways, I think the thing about Star Wars, that this debate of the George Lucas versus Dune, or George Lucas versus Frank Herbert, okay? I sent this to Raven and I was going fucking nuts. So some people tried to make a list of reasons why Star Wars is based or a ripoff of Dune. And one of the ones that was really interesting to me, that I thought was really funny, is the planet. Arrakis is a desert planet. Tatooine is a desert planet. And I'm thinking to myself, I said this to Raven, I was thinking to myself, so are you saying that deserts can't exist before Dune? Or after Dune? And they're all a ripoff of Dune? Like, am I the only one that thinks that?
I think the logic is more of a sci-fi story taking place on an important desert planet is similar to Dune.
But nothing. No. Here's the thing. Oh, okay, I'll let you go. You can go.
Like, of course, the entirety of the book takes place on the desert planet for Dune. Like, of course, but people are only drawing comparisons on how, like, the big earthworm that ate Boba Fett, because he fell into it like an idiot. And that one scene in Return of the Jedi where Jabba is throwing people into that desert worm's big mouth and stuff, that the idea of that planet where Jabba the Hutt is and how it operates is similar to the sci-fi creation of Dune. And that's what they're saying. They're not saying deserts didn't exist. It's how it's used. It's kind of like as you brought up, Tolkien brought back and actually invented the idea of what elves are, because before they were considered as little tiny fairies to the world, and he made them as elegant, tall creatures that have elegant big things like Rivendell and elvish culture, and now World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons, and everything fantasy, Harry Potter that used the term elf go off of all of Tolkien's depictions.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, okay? And to people who say, "Oh, Arrakis and Tatooine," and by the way, the Sarlacc pit. By the way, I want to point out there's a reason why it's called a pit. The Sarlacc doesn't move. The Sarlacc is in the ground. Okay, it doesn't move. The sandworms move. Okay, the Sarlacc pit is a pit. It is literally a creature that is stuck and it doesn't move. But here's the thing. Here's the other things that I think are really interesting. So the thing that's really interesting to me, if you notice, I want to read some of these things, okay? Because yes, George Lucas has flat out said this, and you even said this, and George Lucas flat out said, yes, I took a lot of inspiration from Dune. And I mean, to be fair, Dune is amazing, okay? And Dune had a lot of cool ideas, but it doesn't mean that Star Wars is a ripoff of Dune. If Star Wars was trying to rip off Dune, it would be a ripoff of Dune, okay? It would not be the way it is. Here's the thing that I think is really interesting. If you notice, and this list, by the way, I only sent you a snippet of it. There's a really long list. And if you notice a bunch of the things on the list, you'll see quotes where it talks about from era long ago, or something long ago, or something that's really, really small. And somebody in a comment brought this up, that obviously, it's quite obvious that these are literally just nods to Dune, because it's just like saying, like, here's the inspiration, it's kind of funny. Like, these things are not integral to the plot of Star Wars. They are integral to the plot of Dune. Okay? Tatooine is massive. And yes, Tatooine is where Anakin was born. But Tatooine is not massive to the plot of Star Wars Episode 4. Because let's just go off of Episode 4, right? Let's just go off of Episode 4, because that's what everybody claims Dune is, or Star Wars ripped off, is because that was the first one, right? A New Hope. Okay, I want to bring out the point, too, that I think is interesting. So, the thing that's interesting is Anakin, okay? George Lucas had conceptualized Anakin the way he was already. But nobody saw Anakin that way, okay? And so, the thing is Anakin isn't really, even in the original, he's never talked about as a messiah. He's talked about as a legendary Jedi. He's talked about as a legendary pilot fighter. He is talked about in a way with respect. Anakin is respected, okay? Paul Atreides is not a respected figure. He is respected to the people of Arrakis after he completely manipulates them, okay? But Darth Vader, Anakin, never manipulates anybody to believe that he is something he is not. Because, to be fair, Anakin is all of that. And I would argue Paul Atreides is not all of that. Paul Atreides has the voice, which basically means he can kind of command people to do things. Doesn't use it a lot, but the thing that's interesting about that is, other than that, Paul Atreides really has no reason to be powerful, other than his father was the Duke for like a day. His father was the Duke of Arrakis for a day, and then they got slaughtered. But that doesn't give him anything he is, like, they're hyping him up to be something he is not. He is a false prophet. He is literally a false prophet. That is the point of Dune, by the way. The point of Dune, basically, is that there is this false prophet, and why you don't trust false prophets. Why you don't trust people like that. Because look at how it's going to end. And the thing is, Anakin never was a false prophet, because the prophecy of Anakin is that he would bring balance to the Force. He is not a messiah figure that everybody worships and respects. And on top of that, he doesn't believe that he is like that. he is completely something else, I would feel, than a messiah. I would say, if anything, Anakin is more of a, not a prophet. I would say Anakin is more of like a harbinger, right? He is going to bring that one thing that will change everything. Paul Atreides is, the only thing he's changing is the politics of Dune by trying to become basically like the emperor, right? So I think it's a really stupid thing, because at no point, also I want to point out, does Anakin ever try to become the emperor? Okay, Anakin had multiple times to overthrow Palpatine, and even when he says let's overthrow the emperor together in the original, it's very obvious that it's a ploy to try and just get Luke to join him, because he knows that with Luke, he can overthrow the Emperor. But the thing is, Paul, he's not going to overthrow the Emperor because he can't. Okay, Paul can overthrow the Emperor, and he does really easily. Like literally, just like, I'm just gonna kill this one guy and it's over. Yeah, like that. But Anakin and Darth Vader, he knows that the Emperor, the current Emperor, first off, they're nothing alike, by the way. I want to point out that they're nothing alike. The Emperor of Star Wars is completely, like, out of his league, especially because of the way Darth Vader is with all the robotic suit pieces. So, I think there is a lot of nods to Dune. And I could argue, and I'll even give you this, I could argue a lot of things are taken from Dune. But Star Wars, like any good thing that is an inspiration from something, which, by the way, spoiler alert, I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert in life for all you children and all you adults who are listening. Everything is based off of something. Okay? If things were not based off of something, they wouldn't, okay, and I repeat, they wouldn't exist. Okay? Making new things, it's just an amalgamation of other things that already have previously existed in somebody's life. Okay? That is a great quote, and you should use that. Okay? What we perceive as something that it exists, or what we know is something that exists, right? That is what things are. And then we take those things and create new things. That's why stories can still be made. That's why music can still be made. That's why everything can still be made. Because things already exist, but we can take those things that already exist and make new things. And that is called art. Okay? Art. A-R-T. A-R-T. Yep, I had to spell it out for some of you people. Write that down. Write that down in big words. Write that down with your crayon. A-R-T. Yeah.
That's funny, bro.
Do you know what that just reminded me of? That reminded me of the scene from The Sandlot. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like they bring in the fucking Dominican Republic fucking all-star pitcher, and he goes, he is not 12. And he goes, yes, I am. And he pulls out a paper, and it's just crayon, and it just says, I am 12.
That movie was wild.
Oh, I love that movie. Man, The Sandlot's good. All right, when we come back, we will continue this little rant, maybe, possibly. And then we got some interesting things to talk about. I think there's some interesting little snippets going on in Hollywood that you might be interested in. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the Beastcast, episode 45. Raven was just sending me a thing about Jack Black making a song with Tenacious D, which, by the way, Tenacious D is fucking hilarious. Scooby-Doo-Boo. You know that? What's that one song? Scooby-Doo-Doo, Doo-Ba-Doo-Doo, Doo-Doo-Doo. Oh my god, dude! I can't remember what that song's called, but that is, the greatest song, whatever, something like that. Greatest song.
I have to go back and watch it.
But yeah, Baby One More Time. Tenacious D. God, I love those two. They're fucking hilarious. But no, Raven, I don't know about you, but she's in the new movie, Awkwafina. I've come to actually kind of like Awkwafina as an actor a little bit. Because, like, back in the day, it was like she was trying to do, like, very specific roles, and I didn't like it. But she's kind of embraced that she just will do stupidly shitty roles, and they're kind of nice. Like, Renfield was hilarious. I'm sure she's great in this. I've yet to see Kung Fu Panda 4. And on top of that, I think the thing that's also interesting is she played in Shang-Chi, but she also played, like, the stupid girlfriend. So it also worked out. I really liked her in all three of those roles, so. Raven, I don't know about you.
I mean, I did like her in Shang-Chi, and she was in Raya and the Last Dragon, which was cool.
Oh, she was. That movie was fucking awesome, dude. I forgot that movie even existed, but that movie was awesome.
She was also the voice of the Collector in the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance.
Wow. Okay. Tolkien. Okay, we want to talk about people. We'll continue on this Dune rant a little bit. So in 1966, an admirer sent J.R.R. Tolkien a copy of Frank Herbert's Dune, hoping he'd share his impressions. Tolkien was then interviewed about it before he passed away, and Tolkien's response: "It is impossible for an author still writing to be fair to another author working along the same lines. At least I find it so. In fact, I dislike Dune with some intensity, and that is, in that unfortunate case, it is much the best and fairest to another author to keep silent and refuse to comment." No further explanation was given. What do you think of Tolkien's take?
I mean, I agree. When you're writing your own stuff or continuing to do your own work, it's hard for you to objectively read and like somebody else's fantasy work because you don't want it to influence your own. And as an author, you will kind of arrogantly always believe that your stuff is the best because you have to keep focused on it and you don't want to accidentally become influenced by somebody else's stuff you didn't come up with.
Yeah. Well, I think it's also interesting because I wanted to see how because people on Max, on X and on Threads, they go berserk, right? Because like these moviegoers, they fucking love Dune right now. And so I wanted to see what the impressions of Dune were. And I'm looking at it, and I'm going to be honest, man, the only thing they can think of is just to disrespect Tolkien. I'm going to be honest. They're literally saying, well, I don't think Tolkien liked much of anything, so who cares? And another one said, he said he would probably struggle with names like Paul and Jessica. They are too simple of names for him. He said 0 out of 10. He said 0 out of 10 take. Then another one that I think was also funny. Somebody said Tolkien also disliked the Narnia stories, even though Lewis was a close friend. Shows his character. That is absurd. Raven, I think we found a cult.
Sweet, let's infiltrate it for a cast.
I agree. I disagree with Tolkien. Tolkien's books didn't capture my imagination enough to make much of an impression. Okay, I feel like people are trolling. There's no way.
Well, okay, no, more like this dude has 2 brain cells, and everybody, even Tolkien fanatics, can agree. Tolkien's writing is very all over the place, and it can be very obscure sometimes. Like one moment he's like in depth. He's like, yeah, they're sitting here, they're eating, it's beautiful, we're sharing a moment. All right, and now over the next few weeks, like he goes from like being in detail to like narrating months of bullcrap and then going straight back into detail without a proper pace. That's why the movies really can't be transferred into movies well. His writing is weird, and it's like if you are dumb, you won't be able to get it.
He writes how like he's writing an epic of a Middle English book, which is exactly what he's inspired by. But also, I think there's a great quote, and it's one of the only quotes I like from J.R.R. Martin, or George R.R. Martin. Sorry, George R.R. Martin literally said, when asked about why he doesn't like or they asked him like what does he think of like, you know, of Lord of the Rings, and he said, I actually like Lord of the Rings. He goes, the one thing I dislike, he goes, we don't need the fucking backstory on every tree branch. Like, that's his big thing. He's like, I like detail, but sometimes it is just so absurd. And yeah, to a degree, there is a lot of that. I think he was nodding at the what was it? I think it's from the Lord of the Rings when you find out the trees move. Well, God, what was it? There's like a specific line, and he goes into detail about it. I've only read it in passing. I've never fully read the Lord of the Rings. I really want to. I actually own all 3 of the books, including The Hobbit, but I never have found time to fully sit down and fucking read all those. But, oh, man. This dude, people are so fucking disrespectful. This guy goes, I disagree. I don't know what Tolkien was smoking, but the first step to becoming a writer is to hate whatever your peers are writing, and it is obvious that Tolkien did not like anything that his peers were writing. Whether it's because you think they're better than them, or whether it's because you know you're better than them. This is the rule of writing.
No, that's not true.
That is not true at all.
He supported C.S. Lewis's work, but never read them until they gained traction because he didn't want any critique from him to ruin the ambition of his friend.
Yeah.
But he still encouraged C.S. Lewis to write the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe for the Narnia stuff.
Oh man, but no, I thought that was good. Oh man, my voice. I think it is interesting though. The thing I was gonna bring up some other things that were interesting. So we can get into this. Raven, you're not the biggest Harry Potter fan, are you?
No, but I did watch the movies, and I was like, that's fine.
Okay, so this pertains to the movies, so this is good. We have a little topic here, and we can talk about this. Too old for audience. That's what we're gonna call this little topic. Are we too old for audience? Are the audience is too old? So, one of the main actors, in the Harry Potter movies said, fans, when she was asked about what she would think that the fan perception of the new Harry Potter Max TV show is going to be, she replied, they should be over that by now. It was 25 years ago, and it's for children. The last time I checked, the fans are not children any longer. Raven, do you think that Harry Potter will translate well into a Max TV show? Which, to be fair, I will say this. I think it's interesting, the route that they're going to put the level of production of a movie into a full TV show just so they can get the books out. On top of that, do you also think now that they'll find a new audience? Or do you think they're going to try and play off of the old audience? If so, how are they going to do that?
I believe if you give it respect, and I believe it can do a TV show, because much like as I've grew up to know about the Lord of the Rings, there's always more in the book. And so if they can translate the world well into the TV show, put quality crafting care and good writing, I think that they could appeal to both the previous audience and get a new one at the same time, because it'll be trending on how good it is. It's like there's a lot of people now who've never heard of Dune that now know of Dune and like the stuff now and went out and bought the books. Old and new audience.
See, I think that's, yes, I mean, that is true. The thing, though, that I think about Harry Potter compared to Dune is Dune was like this. It wasn't niche. A lot of people knew about Dune. But Dune was kind of like, oh, this is going to be a blockbuster film, right? Like, this is going to be nuts. It's going to be intense. It's going to be crazy. The thing about Harry Potter is we don't really have that blockbuster style to it. And it is, and this is inherently true, it is a children's novel series. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you can't translate it to adults. I mean, the whole point, and I'm being, the whole point of Fantastic Beasts is that it's basically kind of just like a teenage adultist version of Harry Potter with like this older, with like in an older realm. Now, do I think Fantastic Beasts completely like Star Wars is it, where it like completely like changes like Disney Star Wars, where it like changes a lot of canon stuff? Yes. But I think it is interesting to still do it because of where it's placed within like the timeline, you know? It's just far enough back that it would be like non-affecting the Harry Potter universe, but we can also still get a lot of modern stuff. Also, Fantastic Beasts admitted something that is absolutely crazy, and that is that there's a wizard society in every single country in the world, which literally means that the United States has a wizard society, Japan has a wizard society, China has a wizard society, Russia, all these countries have wizard societies, and it's not just Hogwarts. There's like thousands of like Hogwarts schools, like schools of like this prestige. Actually, I think they even mentioned that like the American wizard is like she's like, no, nobody, oh, Hogwarts is so stupid, nobody goes to Hogwarts, and she says like this American school, and they're all like, what, and I'm sure like the British people got pissed off. They're like, oh, you fucking what, mate? You turning my fucking British television into fucking American television? Fucking Gordon Ramsay, you know this? God, dude, I remember when the people got so mad when Gordon Ramsay started doing American TV.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It is so, oh my God, people pissed me off. But yeah, I think it's I don't know how it's going to translate, to be honest. My personal opinion.
We're just going to have to see and judge it based off of the trailers.
See, I also think that it's weird because I wish that J.K. Rowling would just shut her fucking mouth for like 3 seconds. No offense, but I wish she would just shut her mouth and not speak for like 2 days. Because if she just did that, she would realize that she's talking into an echo chamber. Because she needs to just like stop speaking for like 5 minutes. Sometimes she hits with what she's saying, and then other times she just absolutely misses. And that's what happens when you're fucking talking 24/7 on everything. So, but I think the books are great, and I think the show will be good. But I'm pissed because I want this to happen for like so many novels now, like so many novel series, right? Like they kind of did this. They sort of did this with a series of unfortunate events on Netflix, where they turned it into a TV show because the movie was so terrible. So, but series of unfortunate events was really good, and I'm glad they did a TV show because it was dope as fuck.
Oh yeah, that TV show was a masterpiece.
Easily one of Netflix's best things. Also, Nathan Fillion's in that. Woo, wee mama. But yeah, so moving on from that, we have TikTok could be banned in the United States.
TikTok on the clock,
but the party don't stop. Oh, dude, I love that song. Shout out to Kesha, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, President Joseph Biden, government name, says that if Congress can pass the current bill that is currently going through the House, actually just passed the House, is going to the Senate. If Congress can pass the bill, which could be soon, actually, because it sounds like there's a very unanimous agreement on this bill. Funny enough, I don't know how TikTok managed to become a bipartisan issue. But if the TikTok bill gets passed, Joe Biden says he will 100% sign it, no matter what it says. He said, just get it to my desk. That's basically what he said. So, Raven, I want to hear your opinions. Do you think that TikTok should be banned? Or do you think the government is going about this the wrong way?
It's the same thing that I had sent you. I'm a little confused because the reasoning behind banning TikTok was that they don't want apps that are controlled by a foreign adversary, because we know based off of the admittance of TikTok people themselves that the algorithm is used to purposely push certain propagandas, and they don't want another country controlling propaganda to your kids. And I'm like, okay, who cares? But the problem is I thought Microsoft bought TikTok. I thought it was American owned now. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Like, I honestly feel like I'm living in a different timeline, because I swear that Microsoft bought TikTok, or at least bought large enough shares in TikTok to be the owner of TikTok. Like, I am extremely confused.
So this is what happened. I'll give you a little rundown. So funny
Microsoft's
enough,
a foreign adversary. Down goes WoW.
it's over. Well, Sony, prime example. But hold on. There's so much to say here. First off, I can't fucking believe this, but this TikTok issue has been going on for 4 years now. I can't fucking believe that. Actually, how has it managed it? This is how you know it's like super controlling of a social media, because usually social media is like that like musically they die out quickly. But whatever. Anyways, the thing that I think is interesting is when Donald Trump was in office in 2020, he said, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ban TikTok, and I'm going to try to use an executive order. Well, here's the problem. I don't think people realize, and for all you followers of Trump, Joe Biden, anybody, the president is not as powerful as you think he is. And I want to point this out. The president is inherently a showman. The president, if you go in, and we just actually covered this in a fun American experience class that I have. The president is not as powerful as you think he is. Okay, the president has, yes, he's the commander in chief, so yeah, he controls the military, stuff like that. But the president also can't really go to war. He can go to war for 60 days, but after 60 days, he has to basically plead Congress to keep him going. Now, with that being said, usually when the president goes to war, it's usually because there is something big going on. And also, I want to point out that is not even really a set in stone thing, because the Congress can easily just like that take that away. But the president is not powerful enough to do that. So Donald Trump was trying to rally up all of his followers before the election and be like, yeah, we're getting TikTok out of here. Let's go. You know, getting it all excited. But he can't actually do anything about it. So he says he's going to ban TikTok. And then when he's like, he goes, whoa, Congress, you need to ban TikTok because I can't do it. I actually don't have executive power. He said, get a bill to my desk and I'll sign it. So the bill that Congress was making, they had hearings. And they said, they had virtual hearings the first time because it was COVID. And they said, look, if a American company does not get more than 30% of the shares in the company, we will ban TikTok. Okay? So what did TikTok do? TikTok, I believe, went to Walmart. I believe Walmart bought 30% of the shares. And then that sufficed for a little bit. There was a lot of murmur. A lot of people like AOC and a bunch of other advocates were still like, no, TikTok is terrible. We need to get TikTok out of here. And finally, it echoed enough through the echo chambers, that is the House of Representatives and the Senate, and they realized, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's ban it. So the House passed a bill that said that TikTok, if it is not completely sold, and that means everything is sold, owned, and operated in the United States or by a United States company, they will ban it. The company, if the bill gets signed, they have 165 days after Joe Biden signs the bill to completely give all ownership to the United States. It doesn't matter who it is in the United States. It has to be an American-made company that is registered on the American stock market, that was founded in America, ran by Americans, and owned by Americans. Now, here's the thing that pisses me off about this. And this is so fucking hypocritical, and it's one of the reasons why I think the United States is a goddamn fucking joke. Nowhere in the bill does it just say that TikTok cannot operate in the United States unless they change what they're doing. No. We care so much that they're spying on children. We care so much that they're harboring our data and trying to push propaganda to people. But we don't want them to change that. No. We don't want them to change that. We want to own that. You see what's stupid about it? So the United States doesn't want it to change. They want to just own it. They want to fucking own it. They don't give a fuck. They don't care if children are seeing propaganda or children are being conditioned. They want to be the ones
if it's brain
doing
rot now, imagine when they own it.
Exactly. Fucking exactly, dude. Oh my god. And that's the problem. TikTok needs to just be banned. Okay. I love that Congress is going to ban this, but what's going to happen is if TikTok is going to get so scared because that's like 190 million of their users, TikTok's going to get so scared, they're going to sell it to like Microsoft, or they're going to sell it to a company in the United States. Fuck, they might even sell it to the government. For all I know. There's nothing that says it can't. Then it's not going to get banned. And when it's not banned, do you know what happens when it's not banned? Nothing changes. Nothing's going to change. What needs to happen is they just need to flat out put the hammer down and ban TikTok permanently. Completely. TikTok needs to be done. Gone. Reduce the atoms. Okay? It needs to be gone. And this goes, and I look, I am a user of Reels. And I am in my job, I have to promote on TikTok. I have to promote on YouTube Shorts. But I think that format is terrible. And me personally, and I'm going to be straight honest with you, I think that short form content, like Reels, Instagram, and TikTok, they need to be banned. Not Instagram. See, here's the thing. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Threads, they have practical uses, right? Okay? TikTok's practical use isn't social networking. TikTok's practical use is not necessarily brain rot. It's to try and give you content. It's trying to be like a YouTube where it's giving you content. But unlike YouTube, okay, it is completely propaganda. It is all propaganda, which, yeah, YouTube has a lot of propaganda, but YouTube's a click and shoot, right? YouTube, you click what you want to watch. And then YouTube recommends you other things of things you're watching. TikTok, it completely goes through everything you own and everything you do. It looks at what you're doing. It spies on you, sees what you've watched a lot, sees what you don't watch a lot, and then will keep trying to give you things like that. And it will get you sucked into this dopamine depleted, like doom scrolling is what they call it a little bit now. The term doom scrolling has been changed. Doom scrolling used to mean like, oh, I'm only going to look at bad news because I want to be sad. Now doom scrolling literally means you are just scrolling forever. Instagram, yeah, you do a lot of scrolling, but the thing about Instagram is when people just post pictures and videos, like memes and pictures of like people doing life, what will happen is if you don't, it only shows you like basically a mix of followers and people you're following. So people who follow you and your followers, right? Facebook does the same thing pretty much, although Facebook does suggested content now and stuff like that. And I believe X also does that because for some reason I was able to see Elon Musk for the longest time, even though I had him blocked. So that was awesome. But, yeah. Whoa. Crazy breaking news for something I care about, but not important to this. Anyways, yeah, TikTok needs to be banned. And I think that the United States should go full blown. And look, the United States having the power to completely, ban, is that impeding on our freedoms, right? Of who says I can or cannot have this app on my phone, right? That's the argument that a lot of people have. But it's not. It is not impeding on your freedoms, okay? Because you still have all your same freedoms without TikTok. You can go the rest of your life without TikTok. Okay?
Yeah, the internet is a first world privilege, not a human right.
Well, I think the thing about the internet is I'm all for the internet becoming a human right in the United States. Everybody should have access to the internet. And the reason for everybody having access to the internet is because if everybody has access to fast, reliable Wi-Fi, that means that they have access to things like Google. That means they have access to things like Facebook and Instagram so they can connect with family, okay? Because sometimes it's hard to connect with family when, you don't have really a way to see what they're doing. It is kind of tough. It's easy to mass post on Facebook so everybody that's in your family can see, oh, I'm in Poland, right? Then send it to every single person in a group message, okay? Stuff like that. Does that need to be a God-given right? No. But I think having fast, reliable internet should be a God-given right in the United States, and here's why. the world is becoming so technological, like so advanced in technology, that if kids do not start having fast, reliable internet wherever they are, okay, and they do not have access to the internet, and also if they don't have access to the internet, sometimes they can't do assignments, sometimes they can't look stuff up, okay? It is hard to go to the library and find books on stuff anymore. But Google has completely minimized that search time. I mean, the thing is there was a study done, and this is how we'll end this segment. There was a study done, and I remember my teacher was talking about how, oh my God, kids these days are so fucking stupid. And he was, well, he didn't say that like that, but he said basically like kids are so dumb, they spend less time doing homework now. And if you do the math, kids back in the day, not kids, college kids used to spend almost, I think it was an average of like 4 hours a day on a singular class for when it came to research-based stuff, okay? When it came to research. This was in 2004, 2005. In 2023, I believe, it was 2023, college students were spending less than an hour on research-based assignments for a singular class. Now, I want to give you an example. Why do you think that is? Do you think it's because kids are doing less work? No. It's not because kids are doing less work. It's because now, if I need to look something up, I don't have to go to the library, search through like 2 or 3 big books to find a singular piece of information to support my claim. I can now go on Google and look up, let's say, for example, like physics, and I can look up black holes on Google. Now, if I wanted to look up black holes in a library, I'd have to go and find a book by Stephen Hawking. Then I'd have to go buy a book by some other famous person. We'll probably say like I don't know, like fucking who gives a fuck. Somebody like that, right? And I have to go look through like 3 or 4 books to try and find singular pieces of arguments to quote, right? To research for research to back up my claims. If I go on Google, I can go and read an article that is a snippet of Stephen Hawking's book, or Neil deGrasse Tyson's book, and I can read it, get that information just like that, at the snap of my fingers. I don't have to go chug to the library. I don't have to then go look through hundreds of books to find one piece of information that is not going to matter that much. That's why I think the internet should be a God-given right. Because it is a tool, and without it in the year 2024, because deadlines are getting shorter now, because you don't have as much time to do research and stuff like that, I think if you don't have reliable internet, you are going to be stuck in the past, and it could, and I mean I'm saying this with full honesty, I think it could hinder not just students but also people's ability to get jobs. It could hinder people's ability to learn, and I believe it could hinder people's ability to get into college and get everything that they need to be successful in life. That is my personal opinion. So that's why I think it should be a God-given right in the United States.
Very well said.
So when we come back, we got a few more things we want to talk about, and then we'll send off. So, yeah, we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back to the Beastcast, episode 45. It is a grim segment because it is the end of the world. It's over. Raven, zombie apocalypse.
Beautiful.
How are you surviving?
Easily.
How are you surviving? What are you gonna do?
Just never gonna leave my basement.
Ooh. So what if your family gets infected and it's like done? You're like, well, sorry, type of deal.
Well, I mean, if they get infected, it's not my fault they couldn't make it. Like, get a better skill set.
Yeah. But okay, 5 things you would want in a zombie apocalypse. Like, let's say you needed 5 things. What would those 5 things be?
A sturdy, long-lasting metal weapon.
Okay.
Proper attire.
Okay.
Painkillers.
Painkillers. Ooh. But how do you know if you're gonna get bit?
No. It's more of sometimes you're going to be put in a situation that'll put your anxiety through the roof, and to get past it, you're just going to need to get high.
Let's just get high during the zombie apocalypse.
It's going to help you cope with it's a coping mechanism to help you get through the realization that this is your life now. Once that sets in, you'll be desensitized and you'll be fine.
Oh.
Then of course the fifth one would be antacids.
Ooh. That's a curious one. Why the antacids?
Because you're going to have to learn how to starve for a while. And if you're one of those unfortunate people, when you starve, your acid levels will go extremely high for no reason, and your stomach will hurt. It'll help take it away.
Take it away. Are you gonna be like the people from Black Ops Zombies, where they like eat the flesh and then become the flesh?
No.
Oh, you wouldn't become like the zombies.
No, but I would be killing the neighbor's annoying dogs first for meat.
Okay, here's what I would do, right? 5 things, right? First off, I hate the trope of I need a shotgun. I need stuff like that. Look, I think guns are good in the apocalypse, but they're not needed. However, I still think I'd take a gun. I guess it depends. I'd have to know how to kill a zombie first. Like, if I know that, like, one bullet's going to do the trick, right? Like, they're just going to collapse. Fuck it. I'm getting something that has, a lot of bullets. Very accessible bullets, something like a handgun, right? That they make a lot of bullets for, okay? That makes the most sense. So I'd probably take something like that. The next thing I would take, and this is my thing, okay? If I could have any item, okay? If I could have any item at all, I would get, and this hot take, okay? I would get a vehicle, and I would soup it up to be solar powered, okay? Now, is that difficult? Yes, because you need a lot of power to run a vehicle. But you just leave that fucker out for like a week, you go drive for 200 miles. Boom. I'm rolling around forever until my car breaks down. So then, the third item I would want is a mechanic. I'd want somebody there with me, because then he keeps me company too and can fix my vehicle. So, that's my third item. Yeah, I know. Because he'll be there. He'll be like, hey, you want to play pool? I'll be like, yeah, let's play pool. My fourth item, okay? My fourth item would be, and this is another thing, okay? Is a solar power generator. Okay? Because the moment you generate power to a building, you get access to so many different things. It would be such a good tool to have. Also, then you'd be treated like a fucking god. I'd become the Duke of Arrakis, man. Fifth item. This is a tough one. What would I take? I'd get some sort of, like you said, metal weapon, something for safety. Something that, like, if a zombie tries to come near me, I'm fucking smashing his brains out. Now, okay, if we're in, like, the Dying Light universe, it's over. Like, I'm not even gonna try.
Oh, yeah. It's over. I'm going to stay in my basement till I run out of food, and then I'll walk outside and allow me to be offed.
Yeah. Because I'm going to look out my window and see a fucking zombie run at 60 miles an hour across my goddamn face. It's over. Like, you can kill me. You earned me, bud. Like,
Time to get that cardio in.
Dude, I don't even know how that's even possible for that thing to be so fucking quick.
Easily. It's dead, so it doesn't have to worry about lung capacity.
Yes, but it's also dead, so that means that its bones and everything are decaying, so there's no way it could run at 60 miles an hour for a very long period of time.
You just gotta trust it, bro.
Yeah, trust the process, bro. Man. I was looking at a bunch of weird shit. Apparently Austin Butler was inspired by Heath Ledger for Dune 2. For his Joker role. Wonka's now streaming on Max. What the hell? The movie was good. I actually kind of liked it. Hot take. I liked Wonka. Dude, there's so much crazy shit that happened. Raven, so you watched The Spaceman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta tell us about that. What's the deal?
Okay, so the premise of the movie is we're here on Earth, okay, we're doing our thing, and we notice out of nowhere like this like pink dusty like galaxy type of Milky Way dust that appeared out of nowhere. Like it's like this cool little like I don't know what you would call it, those, you know how you have clouds in space made up of space stuff. Okay, like a big pink thing of that looks beautiful trailing across the sky happened. And the movie is about our main character Adam Sandler being the guy charged with literally traveling through space, like 6 months through space with some futuristic technology in the movie to essentially reach this dust and collect it to bring it back so they could figure what it is, because they believe that it's a possibility like it's dust from like the Big Bang or something. And along the way, you find this movie is a self-discovery movie. I'm not even going to go into the plot. It's a self-discovery movie about somebody becoming a better person. That's like what a self-discovery movie is. It's not like if you're going in there for action and entertainment, you're not going to get it. This is like a serious, depressed tone. Dude's traveling through space. Wife, marriage issues with his wife because his wife obviously didn't want him to go. There's history there about him having a rocky relationship with his wife. And then out of nowhere, a giant, sentient, tentacled spider appears inside of his ship to talk to him because it was interested in him and that he wanted to study the human nature. And so he's basically somehow able to tap into Adam Sandler's memories and share in learning about him. And that's the whole process until they reach the dust. And then when they do reach the dust, they literally tried to pull an Interstellar. Like, you know, the whole fourth dimension and the wormhole thing. Okay. Yeah. That's literally, they tried to pull an Interstellar while Adam Sandler's hugging a space spider. That's it.
That sounds unbelievably goofy.
It does, but the thing is like I thought it was going to be like an entertaining movie. I was like, oh, okay, it's probably like, oh, he gets a little alien buddy, you know, because of the way the description of the movie goes. I'm like, oh, it's going to be Adam Sandler, some comedy, and like, no, this was like a very depressing movie. Like, not in like it sucked. Like, this was a depressing movie, and I was just like, damn, this is actually depressing. I admire them for making it. Like, it's just the ending got like really dumb for no reason when they didn't have to go any further than a few things. But I was just like, you know, I don't know what you were going to do when you got here, you know, like, screw it. Like, when you watch the film, you know, like, I guess, like, okay. And like, okay, like, I guess we go down this path. But I was enjoying the depressingness of it because I was all like, damn, what really is screwed up in this astronaut's head that this spider is so interested? Like, let's learn together. And when the spider learns, the spider's like, yeah, I found out that your depression, you do it all to yourself. So I'm bored. Bye.
Oh. Jesus.
I was like, oh, okay. Dude's alone 190 days in space, going insane. Spider's like, oh yeah, I found out you're a shitty human being, and then just leaves.
That is.
I'm like, okay.
It's fucking absurd. Dude, man, that sounds interesting. That sounds like a good movie. Man, well, go ahead.
No, the funny part is that I didn't watch a trailer, all right? So I feel like I spoiled it for other people because the freaking poster for the movie, all it shows is like two eyes and like a pink skin around the eyes. And I'm like, oh, it's like going to be some like it's like going to be some like pink goop or like some weird looking alien. And then out of nowhere in the movie, it's just this giant freaking spider that comes out of nowhere. And I'm just like, what?
I see the tentacle thing. See what you're talking about.
But honestly, the movie was like, you know, it was Like when he did arrive, that spider first arrived, there was some good, scary, like tenseful moment because like you're in space and you're wondering, are you hallucinating this? Is it really in front of you? Anything that can go wrong will cancel your mission, like in the slightest. Even if it was a normal spider, their mission would be canceled because they need like untainted forms of this dust that he's been traveling to. And it's like anything at all could contaminate it. So like the slightest like maggot would make the mission go wrong. So it's like he's not letting people back at home who's communicating through like the radio. He's not telling them anything that's happening in front of him, and he's trying to maintain his cool while trying to get to a safe place and not be terrified of this talking spider that he thinks is going to kill him. Like it has some tenseful moments. It's just the ending was just like it's like they wrote themselves into like a weird corner, and they were like, well, we're already tripping balls, so
yeah, that is interesting. I want to watch this a little bit just because it's Spaceman based on a true story. Yeah, I hope so. No, man, that just makes me miss fucking Interstellar, man. God, that movie was so fucking good. Movie turns 10 years old this year. Oh, that movie was so good, man. I miss that movie, man. It was, dude, easily I think one of Nolan's best films. Like the ending to that movie, it's like the world is shit. It's fucking dying. It's over. And then the ending is so hopeful. You're like, fuck, man, I want to go out and like do something. So, but yeah, no, that sounds interesting. I am curious about the one thing I'm curious about is was Adam Sandler's performance. Like Adam
oh,
Sandler.
it was good.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. The only moment that did bring it down was there was a moment where he was trying to cry, and the crying, you were like, come on, Sandler, you've done better. Where's the tears? But aside from that like fake crying moment, the rest of it was really good. Like I think he pulled off real well what it means to be terrified in space with a giant spider. Like I couldn't see it going any other way, and he was selling it for me. Like he was selling it for me definitely because I'm like, yep, that's what I would do. Like that's how you would react. Like this is like you have to pretend everything's fine, and he does that well. Like this honestly looks like a movie where you could substitute the spider with like I don't know, never mind, I'm not going to finish that. It's just he acts well. He acts well, and he did a good job at it. I thought he did that
well. Yeah, I mean, Adam Sandler's also always funny. I also love that he like is trying to do serious roles too, because it's very Jim Carrey like. What's your top 5 favorite Adam Sandler films? Do you even have any?
Yeah, I do. I actually like 50 First Dates.
Okay, I do too.
The next one, oh my gosh, did I forget? No, I didn't forget. Oh, Happy Gilmore. I love Happy Gilmore. Yeah, that's a classic. And then I actually liked Pixels.
You liked Pixels?
Yes, I did, dude. It was creative and fun. Like I wasn't expecting like an Oscar-winning movie. I was just like, oh, aliens that are using video games to try to invade us. That sounds pretty dope, you know? Like it's literally everyone's childhood dream for their Pac-Man skills to actually come into use.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. That movie was something else, man. I'm gonna be honest.
And the song by Waka Flocka was just fire.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that was true. Waka Flocka went hard on that song. Top 5 for me is difficult. Okay. Top 5 for me probably would go. And should I go in order? Okay. I fucking love 50 First Dates, actually. I'm gonna be honest. Here, I'll pull up all of them. I love Billy Madison. I love Happy Gilmore. Uncut Gems is pretty good. The fuck is Leo? Grown Ups is definitely up there too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Grown Ups. There we go.
God, there was
That's
a
it.
Big Daddy. I forgot he played in Big Daddy. I love the McDonald's scene from Big Daddy.
Oh, and Click. I actually liked Click.
I don't like Click.
Just change the channel.
Where's that movie?
'Cause
That
it's a
really
remote.
shitty movie. Jack and
Jack
Jill.
and Jill.
There it is. Yes. Jack and Jill. And then he did Bedtime Stories. Do you remember that movie? What the fuck was that
Oh
all
yeah.
about?
Oh, and Anger Management. Dude, that was a dope movie.
He's got some good movies. 8 Crazy Nights is good. Did you ever watch 8 Crazy Nights?
No.
What? It's like a Christmas classic, dude. The Longest Yard is pretty funny too. The Wedding Singer, yeah. There's some good movies in here. Yeah, there's definitely some good movies in here, man. Definitely some good movies. There's a scene from 50 or from 8. What is it? Yeah, here it is. It's like an NBA promo. I don't know what this was, but it's just funny to me. He's so goofy. Kobe! Dude, I don't know why, but that promo is fucking sick. I fucking love that. He's such a goofy guy. I don't know why.
He is. He's such a goofy guy.
Just looking at him just makes me happy. Damn, Uncut Gems is so far down here, bro. I think it's a good movie, man.
Grown Ups, 51st Dates, Anger Management. You know, Murder Mystery was actually pretty cool.
Didn't he play in The Cobbler too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Cobbler was amazing, dude. That was an awesome premise.
Where
of a
is that
movie.
on here? Where is that? What the fuck?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen The Cobbler. Where is it on here? It's not on here. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom.
Maybe it's wearing the shoes of something else.
The Do-Over, Airhead, Zuki.
It's right there.
Where? Oh, up there. There we go. Dude, The Do-Over is so low on here. That's insane. That's tragic.
That was a fun movie.
That was a fun movie, but it's tragic. God, Bedtime Stories, man. That is definitely a movie. He has so many good movies, dude. This movie is terrible. I'm going to be straight honest with you.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible.
It's...
Well, you know what? I think he knew it was terrible, but he still went with it because that's just who he is. And I give him props for just doing it anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
In a day and age where directors let too many things influence what they want to do, I'm so happy that he just does whatever he wants.
I remember when she wins on The Price is Right and fucking spins the wheel. Do you remember that? Fucking knocks the guy out.
Yeah.
Here we go! Oh, man. Dude, no, my aunt, she used to be the biggest Adam Sandler fan. So we would watch every single Adam Sandler film known to man. Ugh. You are so not invited to my bar mitzvah. Okay. Nah, is Grown Ups his best movie? Do you think? I mean, here's the thing. Grown Ups is great solely because Grown Ups is just the everything. You get the whole like cast of dope motherfuckers to do a movie. There is so many good fucking people in this movie. It's insane. This cast is fucking stacked. I don't know.
Yeah, Grown Ups was like the. I mean, there were a lot of funny movies that came out, but for me, Grown Ups was like the peak comedy of that time. Like it was showing you, like, yeah, The Hangover didn't ruin everything.
The Hangover didn't ruin everything. Oh no, dude, Kevin James, dude, these five right here. Rob Schneider, Chris Rock, David Spade, Kevin James, Adam Sandler. It's unstoppable. It's an unstoppable fucking, I don't even know what, five-man group. Squad. Okay. Kings of Queens, you like this movie or this show?
The what?
The King of Queens?
I've never seen it.
What? Are you serious? You've never watched an episode of The King of Queens? This is like
No,
I
I haven't.
this is like what Kevin James is known for.
Yeah, I never saw it. I only saw Kevin James in movies where Adam Sandler.
What? You didn't watch Mall Cop?
No.
Okay. Here Comes the Boom? You didn't watch Here Comes the Boom? Are you serious?
No, I didn't.
Bro, he literally plays... It is hilariously stupid. He plays like a boxer. He kind of did good in it, actually. I don't know, man. Yeah. No, comedy is a great genre, though. Well, Raven, you thinking it's time? You thinking it's...
Yeah, it's time. I got Argyle I'm going to watch.
Oh, good luck.
And then I'm actually committing. I'm watching the Avatar series.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna have to. Oh, and Damsel came out with what's her face? Billy Bobby Brown.
Really?
Yeah, Damsel.
Okay.
That's on the list to watch today.
Oh, that's right. Whoa! I actually wanted to see this. I am gonna go watch this. This is not a fairy tale. Dude, okay, I'm hyped. This will definitely be the movie I watch. Raven, I think I might go see Kung Fu Panda tonight. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, yes, please, because I need to know if it was better or worse than Kung Fu Panda 3.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Literally right after I'm done eating, I'm gonna rewatch Kung Fu Panda 3 because I don't remember much about it. Okay. Dude, the first two, like, clear memory. Third one is tragic. So I'm gonna rewatch Kung Fu Panda 3, and then I'm gonna watch Kung Fu Panda 4. Now I've heard, and this is just the rumors, we'll end it on this, that Kung Fu Panda 4 apparently has an A- rating, which means that it's probably pretty good. They also apparently got real martial artists to do the mocap, so it's gonna be good fighting apparently. So we'll see. Okay. Thank you guys for watching the Beastcast. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, any of those good things, make sure to follow us. Hit the subscribe button. I think there's a subscribe button on there, and then review us. Give us a star review. We appreciate it. It makes everybody realize how amazing we are and how cool we are. With that, thank you guys so much for listening to the end. We cannot appreciate it enough. Thank you to Lyon College. Thank you to KILT. Raven, anything else?
Have a great day.
Yep, have a great day. Have a great week. And we will see you on Friday for the Beast Unleashed. And also, I forgot to point out, there will be no Beast Unleashed after this week. So next week there will be a Beastcast, but there will not be a Beast Unleashed. It is because next week I'm going to Poland on Sunday. Actually, Saturday night. I'm leaving Saturday night. So basically what's going to happen is we're going to do the Beastcast in the morning of Saturday. We're going to record it. I'm going to upload it to schedule on Monday for that week. So this upcoming Monday. And then when that drops, when that drops, you will see that and then nothing else, because I will be radio silent. Not radio silent. I'll be around, you know, posting shit on the Discord, stuff like that, you know. So I'm going to Europe, so I will see you guys. We're gonna take a break. There will be no Beastcast after that for like a week and a half. So yeah, we're sorry, we'll be radio silent, but we'll be back and we'll be bigger than ever. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Raven, anything else as we head off? Again, sorry. Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on Friday. Bye.